Hai semuanya, gue Zeno. Balik lagi kita bakalan ngelanjutin game Sveti Kotar. Masih banyak banget hal-hal yang belum kita tahu. Semuanya masih jadi misteri. Meskipun udah tahu jawabannya, tapi semua jawabannya itu tetap membingungkan. Jadi semakin banyak yang lu tahu, semakin banyak jawaban yang lu dapat, semakin banyak plot twist yang lu dapatkan di game ini. Oke, kita lanjutin aja gamenya ya. Yuk. Oh iya, kita ditinggalin Nikolay ya tadi. Kita nggak bisa nembus. Jangan bilang dia mau masuk.
What are you doing here? Nikolay? Stop ignoring me.
Shh. I'm kind of the looking for one of them.
Dia bisik-bisik apa itu? Oh. Oke, kita jadi Nikolay.
The red light is so soothing to my mind and eyes. I can't turn around, not even look behind. I can't move my legs. I can't move at all. You won't leave me ever again?
Always with you.
How? How can I even know you really are my mother?
Seek answers from me.
Banyak ya yang mesti ditanyain.
Where did you find me as a baby? Where?
You are my son.
What happened to the other orphans?
All decomposed, deserved fate.
They deserve to die for what they did?
Vile creatures they are. I had to protect you.
Who was my father?
Father, live.
What did he used to say to me?
Sin, degenerate of God.
What about God? What did you say about him?
God is plague. Leave God.
I already did. I killed a lie to see the truth.
Now you can see.
I can't. I can't find my family. Where in the mountain? Where? Show me. Tell me. Key to what? How? I don't understand. Mother. Mother!
God, what's happening to you?
Nothing to worry about, Benedek.
Mother, where is she?
The town has remedies for such behaviors. He'll be fine.
Who are you? I think I saw you.
Dr. Kabir is the pathologist coroner of Sveti Kotar. You saw him earlier outside the church.
So, before being interrupted by the madman here, I was asking about your reason for coming here. It's not just a crime scene you're invading. You're putting yourself at great danger.
We lost our way out of the forest.
And why did you decide to venture in it in the first place?
Because we...
Say nothing more.
Why are you here, Doctor?
Work. Even the smallest of details count.
Did you find any new piece of evidence?
Oh, I found more than that. It's clear to me now that after they killed our dear mayor, Nerman and Victoria disappeared into the woods.
Chief Nodden already said that you found her coat not far from here.
Indeed. They ran towards the mountain.
She is there with my child. And if we don't move...
Evidence points to the woman being taken by force.
You hear that, Benedek? I told you.
Did she cooperate with Nermin or not?
She did.
She was taken by force. You just said it.
What other evidence did you collect?
I can share only the conclusions.
And they are...
Victoria was ritually murdered and eaten by Nermin.
Liar. She's alive. I know she is.
But one little detail still bothers me. Why would Nermin leave such a deliciously innocent piece of flesh out there?
Oh.
You found her? You found pieces of my sister?
I was talking about the fetus.
What?
I want clear answers. If you tell me the truth, I might let you die before the ritual ends.
Monsters die eventually. You know that?
Simple and short questions demand simple and short answers. So please, where's Nermin? And what did you do with the Sekvra book?
Nermin visited his own house not long ago. He fled. We don't know where he is.
Harus dua-duanya nih.
Nikolay has the book.
Get their eyes, hearts, and brains! I want to feel their flesh and soul thrive through me!
Oh.
Servants of the unknown, you become the ashes of this world. My hands are God's words.
He disappeared. Kabir is gone.
Quickly, we must go. There might be more of them in the vicinity.
Let's go get him!
Don't be a fool. It would be suicide.
Let's go, Nikolay. He's our only chance of getting out of here alive.
The forest is mapped in my brain. Trust me.
Thank you, Father.
What are we doing here?
Nikolay, no evil dares to come here. This is the safest place in town.
I don't need safety right now. I need to get onto the mountain.
Enough. You're not going anywhere, fool. This is not the time to act heroic. The Saborans are on the move.
How do you mean, on the move?
What and where, I do not know, but something is about to happen soon. You must tell me, what were you doing in that church?
We followed the epitaph.
And?
The Lang brothers have been desecrating the subterranean mausoleum. It's dreadful.
I understand, but what have you found in there? Anything at all?
I found the ground plan to the Marov Asylum.
Not a strange find, I guess. Timur Lang works in the asylum as the gravekeeper. Anything else?
Well, the ground plan has my name written on it.
What?
Show it to me. Interesting. This is the plan to the underground level.
What is on that level?
You are looking at the entrails of the asylum, where the inmates are held, tortured, and executed.
Any idea what part of the asylum this is? The part marked with an X.
I don't, but notice the detail below it.
Graves. So it marks where Timur works.
There must be something else. I doubt he would trace the route you need to take to see him.
It could be his destiny. The plot where Benedek is to be buried.
What is your problem?
We're losing time here looking at this useless piece of paper. Let's get going.
Is there a way to get in?
Brother, I strongly advise you not to do that.
Trust me, he won't. We're going on to the mountain now.
Henry, you told me yourself, I must follow the truth. What else do I have at the moment?
Marov was placed within the halls and rooms of the former prison Ferdinand. It's impenetrable, I'm sorry.
There must be a way in.
The island is one massive solid rock, and the only way to get to it is using a boat on the Via Dolorosa.
Meaning?
Dolorosa is an artificial pathway on the water, very narrow, created by tall and thick wooden pillars on both sides. It starts in the cave at the lake's shore, and the pillars are so close to each other that not even a fly can get through the wall. The only way you get in is by being denounced and deported. And you don't want that, brother.
This is not Victoria's handwriting.
That I can confirm.
Handwriting is the signature of one's life. You write in accordance to how you act and what you believe. Here I see pain, chaos, and loss. And so I am sure these letters and lines were put here by one of the Long brothers.
Nerman escaped from the asylum not so long ago.
He did.
Yes, but this doesn't explain my name on the ground plan.
What are you thinking?
That the Lang brothers were helping my sister to get Nerman out of there.
I'm losing my patience here. What are you talking about? They were helping her, and then they wrote your name on it?
Nikolay is right. It doesn't make sense.
Perhaps it was you who helped him escape, and we're in this horror because of you.
Says the man who didn't even recognize evil under his own roof.
Enough. You need each other.
How did you end up in that church? Don't mind my question. I'm grateful you did.
You must forgive me, brother. After you left, I went into our archives and realized I have misled you. That's when I decided to go there myself.
You came in time to ruin everything. Those yellow things could have told us where Victoria is.
Brother, your wife...
Don't call me that. I'm not your brother.
Nikolay, your wife and child are dead.
God knows everything.
I'm just his voice.
All right, Father. I'm leaving. Benedek, are you coming with me or not?
On the mountain? Were you listening at all?
I can't let you go. Nikolay, do you have the book Kabir was seeking?
I repeat, I need to get onto the mountain. It's where Victoria and my child are being held captive.
The book is dangerous, and it should be destroyed immediately. The moment you step out of here, your downfall into obscurity will begin. Do not do that.
Ever heard of the Valais witch trials? The Sekvra religion?
I don't care. I have the key to save my family, and I'm not handing it to anyone until I succeed.
As we speak, that thing is corrupting your soul. You must listen. Give it to me.
Nerman is trying to lure us into a trap. Do not go into the mountain.
You mentioned before he was in the house. What house?
The one where Fran was murdered. It's where we spent the night.
You didn't... Oh, dear God.
Nikolay saw Nerman there, in the catacomb below the house.
Catacomb, of course. Every Saboran house has one. A web of catacombs hides beneath the town and no one to raise them.
My wife and child are imprisoned in Udov.
He told you this, then let you live, only to lure you, and more cunningly, the two of us, into a trap.
I know she's waiting for me.
They are dead, Nikolay. Let them go. Give Father Henry the book, and let's leave this accursed place. I don't know where to look next. My name being on the asylum ground plan means nothing. I have nothing. I failed God, and I'm leaving this accursed place.
Listen to him. You won't find the truth if you stay. Only more death. We will never know.
You both know nothing.
What is this?
You're right. You know nothing. Everything that's been happening was about you, your father, and God.
What is this?
Read the letter. We are in this horror. Your sister is somewhere. If my family is dead, then may my body become bloated and infected with pus and worms. Remember that. From the moment we woke up. No, from the moment you were forced to come here, you blamed her. Victoria did this. Victoria did that. She's a witch, a cannibal, a worshiper of demons. You couldn't be further from the truth, brother.
You are turning your back on God, Nikolay.
He has turned his back on me a long time ago. And if I need to do the same to him to save my family, so be it. The book stays with me.
You won't stop him, Father?
I'll follow him and wait for the right moment to get my hands on the book. Then I'll destroy it, hopefully without the need to kill him. You stay here until I come back. You understand?
I can't promise anything.
Take care of yourself. God bless you.
Pemikirannya dibagi dua gini loh.
Mother said I know where to find Victoria and the baby. What did she mean by that? I have no clue where to go on the mountain. I have to ask around for directions. Ivan Kotar, former priest of Sabor.
Apakah gue harus ke sini?
I see 3 men, each to their own corner, standing and staring at the wall before them. A kind of a prayer, I guess? What are you doing here? What? No tongue and no eyes. A mutilated thing you are. Good.
Tadi sebelumnya dia masih bisa ngomong kan?
Her skin has no color whatsoever, and her eyes look sad and lost. Szkoła Sveti Kotar. Nothing to do or see in there. Just rubble. I shouldn't bother him. His mind seems to be elsewhere. Empty.
You are too late for the feast.
Hah? Itu dimakan.
I don't judge food. You eat what you can get.
Take one.
I'm full. I remember seeing this exact lamp in one of my strange dreams lately. Feels odd.
You wouldn't dare touch it.
It takes me back to my orphanage days. Makes me feel anxious and sad and lonely. How's it going down there? You hear me? Talk to me, cripple. I have no time to waste.
What do you want?
I need directions to get onto the Udav mountain.
Are you attracted by darkness?
I'm chasing a man named Nerman.
I see. I know the place. But you must show respect before I tell you anything.
I have no time to pay respect.
Patience. Do what I ask and I will help. Force me to tell you against my will and, well...
Cripple, what do you want?
You must choose. Either you become my child or you find me someone else who will.
Your child? What does that mean?
You saw those people outside. I want you to become one of them. I want you to be my child.
Are you making fun of me? Those people are cripples. They don't have eyes, and they look mindless.
Be careful what you say. My children have no eyes and no tongues, but they see and talk. I guide them now through this valley of darkness, and I will guide them in the afterlife. Join me, Nikolay.
How do you know my name?
A former deacon.
Who told you that? Benedek? Was he here?
Nobody needs to tell me anything. I'm a prophet.
If I become your child, then you will tell me where Nerman is?
Correct.
And to become one, I would need to have both eyes and my tongue removed?
Correct.
And then I would find a way to Udav, completely blind, by having you at my side as a guide?
Not at your side. I would be still sitting here, but you are correct one more time.
You think I'm insane? Why would I do that?
I know you are desperate to kill Nerman. Do not expect anyone else to tell you where he is, because they don't know. No one wants to know. So, what is your decision?
Wah.
Why do you want my eyes and tongue?
I already told you.
I need them to function.
You can't become a child if you keep them.
Take my ears, or fingers instead. Anything that won't make me incapacitated.
I could let you pass with just a tongue. But the eyes are essential.
You have something against Nairman and you want him to die. I can feel it. You want to help me. So help me.
I just told you. Give me your eyes.
One eye. And we have a deal.
2.
One eye. The healthier one.
Nikolay. I do want that monster dead. I want revenge. He killed and ate scores of my children. All right, I accept. But I won't accept you as a child. You are to be a half-child, and nothing else to me.
Understood.
Go outside now. One of my children will take care of you. Just relax. Everything will be fine.
Apa gue harusnya nyari anak lain ya?
Oh, God.
Good. Welcome back, my new...
You have my eye. Now guide me to the mountain.
You did good. Calm down, will you? The pain will pass, but you will always be my half-child. Now listen to me very carefully. I'm your eye now.
Gue pikir bargain tuh bakalan nego cuman ya apa sih yang diharapin. Ini tetep gak bisa loh. Yang ujung ini bikin gue penasaran asli. Hah?
It's impolite to stare like that.
Evelina?
Shh. Quiet. You'll wake up the children.
What are you doing out there?
Talking to God.
Can you come in?
No.
May I come out? I'd like to talk to you.
I want to be left alone. What do you want?
I saw a strange epitaph at the cemetery.
What?
It said, "The nun we never deserved, Evelina took." Isn't this you? I mean, what is your last name?
That is my mother's. What have you? Some kind of grave spy? You visit places, go around cemeteries and read inscriptions on tombs? And then you follow their families to ask about them?
God, no. I was just asking because it was weird.
Never heard of a parent and child sharing the same name? You are weird.
I apologize. Where's Anton?
We can't find him anymore. We fear the worst.
What happened?
Remember when you told me you never saw him before?
I did not.
I'm not questioning that. If you lied, you will answer to God and only to God.
Evelina.
He disappeared and we can't find him. I tried looking everywhere, but he is gone. It's as if the ground has opened up and swallowed him whole.
I am sorry. Excuse me. It's quiet and depressing outside. I'm not leaving before I read the letter.
Letter. Ini. Cara baca tuh gimana sih?
I still remember my father's exact words. This Bible is part of your body now. At all costs, you must keep it until death comes. Son, I hope this letter finds you in good health. I am not dead yet. Just for a moment, try to forget what you think I did to you, your sister, and mother. Read the letter to the end and then decide if I shall stay dead or if you prefer to see me one more time. I have reasons why I left, but I can't finish what I started without your help. Without hesitation, pack only the essentials and travel to Sveti Kotar in Croatia. You'll like it. It's similar to Gjor. Now what follows might seem strange, to say the least. But don't worry. Just do as I say and I'll explain everything in person. Find a way to get into the Merzo's house on Gagulta Hill. Descend into the catacomb and take the book you find there. I warn you, this might sound strange and insane, but it is of vital importance that you do it, and do it right away. After getting the book, do not carry it around. Hide it somewhere in town or its surroundings. I repeat, do not take it or else you risk being exposed to its malevolent sway. Leave town and return on Ivan Kotar's day, October 28th. Meet me at the Grimalda Castle during the exhibition on that same day. Do not forget to take the book. Everyone will be wearing masks, but I'm sure I'll be the only one wearing a yellow one. You can't miss me, son. It is of the utmost importance to go right away and to travel alone. No one else must know about this. Not even your sister or mother. If you still doubt this is your father writing, then simply ask yourself, what is true faith? I can't find the right words. I can't find the meaning in this. Is this really him? It is. It is Benedek. This is his handwriting, and the words are his, and the true faith at the end. This is my father. Did she meet our father at the castle last night? For God's sake, why would she kill him? He disappeared. We thought he was dead. Now that I know it was all a lie, is he dead for real? And they kept the letter hidden from me this whole time. She dragged me to this place without telling me anything. Victoria must have found this letter. Mostov said she was seen in town a few months ago when she met Nerman and the cult. And then the Sekvra book ends up in my Bible. Why? And why did my father want it? If he knew where the book was, why didn't he take it? Instead, he sends me a letter to make me do it. I have to know if the man with the yellow mask was really my father, and then I can leave this town in peace. Mostov said they won't find his identity, which means I don't have a choice. I have to go to the Grimalda Castle and hope to find some clues. How do I get in? And not to forget, I need a mask.
Ternyata cara bacanya tuh pencet ZR. Gue baru tahu.
Mindig Valami. It's the newspaper where Victoria works. This is her handwriting. The page was removed from her scratch pad.
Baru tahu. Kita butuh topeng, berarti ke souvenir shop ya. Ini kalau gue nyamperin tempatnya si ini gimana ya? Coba. Bisa. Semoga nggak langsung ke event tertentu nih.
It's empty.
My children become too weak and anxious when no food is given.
Enough. Never seen a lamp with such a long hook.
I'm not a miner anymore.
I have the head you were looking for.
Oh, you are full of surprises, my little priest. Give it to me. That's him. That's our beloved Fran. What a beauty. You did the right thing. I helped you. You helped me, and now you won't have me as an enemy.
Your help almost cost me my life.
It's the impending doom. The only way to be safe in this valley is to become my child. If you decide so, my ears will always be open to you.
Why are you calling me little priest? I'm a monk.
You are now, but the future holds many secrets.
What is that supposed to mean?
Patience.
You call yourself a prophet?
My children call me. I merely tell them what I know and guide them.
You tell them lies in a very persuasive way. What kind of monster gets people to gouge their eyes out? Oh, and I forgot. Their tongues as well.
It's for their own good.
To live disfigured by their own hand?
If they don't see, they cannot perceive the eye. If they don't talk, they cannot lure the demons to themselves. My children live without fear and are protected from the horror that is coming.
The eye?
The all-seeing eye of the moon demon, Kasak, the king of Achrizath.
This one?
Little priest, keep that drawing in your pocket. Do not show it to me ever again.
What horror are you talking about? How could it get any worse than this? In this place there is nothing but horror.
This town hangs loosely on the brim of a dark and endless abyss. The prophecy of Kasak foretells the arrival of the king of Saborens on earth. The day draws near, my little priest. The king is already here, moving through the woods, hiding in the ground, growing stronger in the shadows. Once he reveals himself with the book, the demons will run to his aid, and this town will fall into eternal darkness. Everyone will become slaves in the kingdom of Achrizath. Everyone except for my children.
Why don't you take out your own eyes and tongue then?
It's too late for me. I've already seen and felt the horrors. I cannot be saved any longer, but I can save others. I'm my children's eyes and voice now. Their guiding light, and I will protect them from what is coming.
Seperti semua pimpinan okultisme ya.
The prophecy of Kasag foretells... How? Where was this prophecy written? It's nothing but babble.
The proof exists. The book is not a lie.
Kasag was summoned and asked to dictate the prophecy?
Careful, little priest. You must get a hold of your fear. Do not let it ridicule reality just to make you feel better. The book of Sekfra disappeared centuries ago, but it's not a lie. All we can hope is that it was destroyed, for that would be the only way to a safer existence.
Don't take this as an insult, but I have to ask. Are you a failed ritual attempt, perhaps?
You think they got me?
The facial injuries, your legs. I don't know. I'm simply asking.
No. I was never caught, and I never will be. What you see here is what happens when God and his followers look the other way.
What do you mean?
Don't worry. Keep being what you are, and you'll find out soon enough. People learn only when they lose something of their own.
Rudolf Moisek?
Let me guess. It was Henry who told you about me.
Evelina.
And so she cried, sad not knowing my fate. She told you about me, and now You're here to bring me back to the right path.
Not in so many words, but she did talk about you for a bit.
You can tell her you didn't find me. We live divided by two walls, and she never sees me. God must be blind.
She thinks you can still change.
But I did already. I did. I am now free and can see.
Why did you renounce God?
You know what this town is. A town of liars and hypocrites. As long as I served them well, as long as I listened to their orders, and as long as I smiled to their stupid jokes, I was their man. I was an exemplary Catholic. When I needed their help, where were they? When I needed a job, did they give me one? When I cried for rescue from the mine, did they get me out? The answer is no. No to all. And no more kowtowing at their feet. I'd rather crawl all my life than be a blind slave to them and their so-called God.
You've got it all wrong. Or you want to have it this way because you have remorse.
History repeats itself. These people abandoned even Kotar when he needed them the most. When I needed them, they did the same to me. Then God laughed at my misfortune and made me this way. Do yourself a favor and run away from here, from this community of sheep, from God. They will abandon you, one way or another.
What can you tell me about Yakov Prenger?
Want to know my opinion?
Just what happened to him. You seem to be a man of many sources, so...
He was eaten by the subordinates. His eyes were taken as toys for the children, and his tongue for a souvenir. That is what I heard.
This is a serious matter. The man was a priest of this town.
And I'm the prophet of this town now. Listen to me when I tell you he was useless. Merely a weak-willed opportunist. Even before I opened my eyes and left God behind, I knew that man was a no good. Who knows what really happened to him? But I can assure you, nobody cares.
Prophet?
Itu topeng.
weird executioner masks. I should ask the shopkeeper if I may borrow one for the castle.
Waduh, nggak beli.
Madam?
Hello.
Would you be so kind as to let me borrow one of the masks you have here?
Why would you need it? The day has passed.
For the castle.
You can't get in, it's closed. You feel guilt for not having attended the exhibition, right?
Something like that. Well then, could you perhaps gift one? As a souvenir?
After all you've done for me. Sure. Here, take this one. Mother soothed it for me with care and even blessed it with holy water in church.
Oh, I can't take it then, if...
It's special to my heart, and I want you to have it. End of discussion.
Thank you. Was last night the first time you met Victoria?
You're kidding, right?
I'm serious.
She was here some months ago. What? No way, you didn't know. Are you really her brother?
We haven't been that close lately. Did she tell you what she was doing here?
Not really. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember the specifics, but I think she was just wandering around the town. She definitely asked me about the Grimalda castle, and I know for a fact she visited it. Why?
I have to know the whole truth to understand. Did she introduce herself as Petra?
Petra. Such a beautiful name. But no, she told me her real name. Wait, Victoria is her real name, right?
After everything I've found out, I'm not sure anymore. Excuse me.
Sure.
Salah. Iya, sepertinya sampai sini dulu soalnya audionya lagi-lagi ada bermasalah sedikit. Gua nggak tahu karena apa. Tadinya sih lancar-lancar aja ya, cuman tiba-tiba mendadak kayak gini lagi. Kemarin terakhir itu kayak gini pas kita ngomong sama gravekeeper dong masalah. Nah tapi kemarin itu cuma error di gravekeeper doang. Pas si Benedek yang ngomong dia nggak kenapa-napa. Terus ini begini lagi. Oke, kita udahin dulu jadinya sambil gue cari tahu di mana errornya. Thank you banget yang udah nonton. Sampai ketemu lagi di video selanjutnya. Bye bye.